what's going on, gamers? Episode 28. 28? 28. 28. Coming at you guys
28.
live. Sunday.
It's so easy to forget that number, and we do this every other
Bro,
week.
I
You
literally just edited it 10 minutes ago and I already fucking forgot.
yeah, man. It's wild. It's wild.
Oh, shit.
How you feeling?
Oh, my God. I'm a fucking, bro, flabbergasted. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing to discuss. I mean, maybe we should start with that big announcement.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Timing is everything, I suppose.
Need to move that down a little bit.
So
weird.
While J-Dogging is doing what he does, I gotta apologize for those audio issues, man. It's like we do this every other week and we never really change any settings. So I don't know what the heck was going on with the sound, but we're gonna do some testing after this and make sure that doesn't happen again, because I gotta bring you guys the jammers.
Bro, that was just like the weirdest
slappers.
shit in the world.
Yeah.
And it's always like the different songs. Like when it comes to EDM, you're kind of like, all right, that kind of sounds, especially if you don't know the song, is like, is there supposed to be a drop here? Is it supposed to sound like this?
Yeah, it's true.
Yo, Killer Panda with the follow.
You will figure this out.
Yeah.
KP,
bro,
that's my boy.
I never fucking. I've never seen that happen in my life, but whatever.
I mean, usually, like, if it does happen, you kind of know what to do to address it. Like, oh, okay, sounds like that. Cool, here you go, boom, fix.
But like, if
I almost feel like calling my buddy Bobby, like, Bobby, help. He's our sound guy. Whenever
that's the thing. It was like trying to force a fucking mono connection with it just didn't make sense. Anyways,
yeah. How's the week been for you? What have you been playing lately?
You know exactly what I've been playing, bro. I've been knee deep in fucking PAX Day, dude. It's nuts.
Who's playing PAX Day out there? Somebody let us know if you're playing PAX Day. Or if you're not playing PAX Day, you let us know whatever it is that you're playing.
If people are smart, you're gonna wait until the game comes out, because early access games ain't the wave right now. For goddamn sure.
What do you mean, bro? That's every game right now.
Yeah, dude. Or fucking everybody's a fucking glorified free beta tester. It's fucking amazing,
so
dude.
It's so true. It's a funny cycle, because we already know what to expect with early access games, but we're just hoping that there's that one early access game that is legit and does show up and show out, right? So I don't know. It's just it's one of those vicious cycles for us. Definition of insanity.
I think it just fucking, bro. It just contributes to the worsening of the industry, in my opinion. Like, again, I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's the pre-order era just times 2. Like, we're all just buying into this fucking bullshit. People are, 90% of the fucking games are just money grabs. We know it's going to be shit. We know it's not going to be finished. And what's now making it worse is that nobody. Okay, so again, it's free beta testing, but
yeah,
the caveat to beta testing is you report problems. 80% of the players, I guarantee at least 80-90% of the players don't fucking say shit. They just play the fucking game. So unless the developers are actively like looking at statistics, they're not going to get the feedback that game needs, and that game's not going to even publish the way it's supposed to, because they're not getting that feedback that they should have been paying for in the first place. Quality assurance is a thing, guys.
It really is a thing. And nowadays, a lot of the feedback that you can get for a video game doesn't necessarily, I mean, obviously bug reports and support tickets are very important, because you can use that like customer data to then draw conclusions. However, I mean, there's also user generated content. There's YouTube videos, there's, TikTok, whatever it is, where people can say, "Oh, this character's broken," or this feature is broken, or this is too weak, this isn't good enough. And you go to those videos, listen to what the narrator is saying, but then also go into the comment section and see if people disagree, if they agree, and you can also use that data to say, all right, well, it looks like a lot of people are saying this is kind of broken. Maybe we should test that in house and see. Or maybe they already knew before the game came out that it was going to be broken and they just wanted to, get people's reactions to it. Do people care about the fact that this is broken? Or are they outraged? It's a
Well, that's the other
I
thing too. I feel like it just extends the development process because, again, you're back in the day, you had these beta testers. They would give you 100% of your beta testers would give you feedback. You would work on that feedback because the game isn't live. But now that the game is live, not only are you still working to finish the game, but you're working to fix the problems that's going on right now to satisfy the player base that's currently in the game so they don't leave your fucking game. That's like,
mm,
it's a double-edged sword. It really is.
the the I think anyone who works in software development will tell you that there's never not going to be a time when you're working on bugs. Like you're always going to have a laundry list of things that you have to work through, no matter what. New features, battle pass, new character coming out, you drawing dildos on a wall. Like you're always going to have bugs that your team, whether it's QA or whatever, is working on. So that's kind of like you can't really avoid that. That's why teams have like project planners and program managers, product managers, because they help you kind of prioritize. All right, work on this now, work on that later. You know,
So what
uh,
I'm saying is like when you when you release an early access game, right? You're
hmm
not only I'm trying to like visualize this for everybody. So if your game isn't in production, you're constantly working to put that game in working condition so it could be in production.
sure.
Once it's a live service game, you're working on the current issues. So it's pretty much just putting those together. You're working on the current issues and you're working on still finishing the game at the same time. So you're basically doubling the fucking workload for everybody. And at the end of the day, it's just taking longer to get stuff done. So realistically, that game in early access is now going to take longer to full release because you put out an unfinished project and you're fixing the bugs of the unfinished project that, again, you're still not receiving the full 100% of the bugs because not all people are reporting them. So it's like you're doing double the work, getting slower progress, but not it's just not there. Does that make sense? Am I stretching?
So I honestly, I kind of feel like, yeah. I mean, you have a game. Let's give like our own example. Let's say we're working on a game. The game is 85% ready. We decide we're going to release an early access beta for players to test this game. Before the game is even out for early access, we already have a list of bugs that we're aware of. We know that this doesn't work, that doesn't work. You might run into this visual issue and things like that, which is why a lot of companies have a known issues list. So before you even go to report it, you can even see like, oh yeah, they're already aware of this issue. Um, the players play the game and they discover, I don't know, 15 exploits or something like that, which we didn't see before, or maybe we did see before. I don't know. Those issues have to be fixed no matter what, right? We already know that. And the time that you take after the early access beta is finished to fix those issues, it can kind of change like how you prioritize, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean like we're gonna take an extra 6 months now. Like that would be pretty egregious. You have to find some pretty nasty bugs for it to take exponentially longer just because 15 extra bugs were discovered.
Well, so to that point, so you got the 6 known bugs, right? Already. Mm-hmm. Let's say you again, these 6 bugs are in your game before you launch it into quote unquote early access. Mm-hmm. Instead of fixing those bugs first before you throw it into early access,
Day zero updates, man.
You throw it into early access, but that's the thing. Nobody's doing those right now because they're just throwing it into early access. So they're saying, here's our 6 problems we know is going to be a fucking problem. We're still going to throw it into early access. And then now here's this 15 other fucking exploits and problems that we also have to fix on top of the 6 problems that we already fucking had. So it's just kind of like, it's that progression that I feel is holding back and making the early access genre fucking Jesus era just kind of worse.
So if they already know that those issues exist, what does that mean then?
That means
it means they're already working on it. They have an understanding that these bugs aren't game breaking enough to halt progress of the game. By the way, this isn't just a video game industry practice. This is in every industry practice. This I mean, in my previous jobs, in my current job, we have bugs within our app or anything. And they're like, is this the kind of bug that's going to be like a showstopper? No. Okay, cool. Well, then we could just make sure people are aware this is the thing and just release it, get it out there, and they get it out. And if someone calls us and says, "Hey, this is a problem," like, yeah, we're aware of it. It'll be fixed in 7 days. Give us a week. It'll be fixed. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. And no one really complains about it because they already know it's being worked on. Now, of course, if it's game breaking, yeah, of course we're not going to ship it. Like, you don't ship game breaking things. But if you don't catch it and it's game breaking, well, that's a different story.
Mean, in like across all industries, you could see it. I just feel like that kind of mentality just elongates everything. It like just putting out an unfinished project, I think just elongates the whole entire fucking process at the end of the day. And again, you could see it in every fucking, it's not just the game industry, it's every fucking industry. And what industry could you say? All right, let's put it this way. When's the last time you remember somebody putting out like at least a 95% finished product? All QA'd, all everything, and nothing, no bugs, no nothing happened until like maybe months after production release.
I would say never in the history of mankind will we ever have anything that is 100% bugless or flawless, because that's just man creates software. I think
I'm not saying it can never happen. I'm saying I'm
saying it will never happen. Like it's anything. Windows 7 had bugs, you know what I'm saying? And it's arguably like every nerd's favorite operating system since like forever.
Okay,
Windows 7 had bugs, brother. It did. It had to. It's software. There's no way you can sit here and say that software is going to be flawless.
Oh no, there's no way. I'm just saying everybody loves XP over fucking Windows 7. 100%.
Okay, sure. Fair enough. And guess what? But guess what? Windows XP had bugs too, and that's the point. It's like everything that we use is gonna have something. The question is it bad enough to piss people the fuck off? That's the question. Like, are people going to rip their hair out because this bug is stopping them from doing whatever it is that they're trying to achieve, or are they gonna say, you know what? Okay, I know this is a bug. I just can't do this for the next who knows how long, and move on with your life. I mean. You tell us, chat.
I don't know. I still think.
Do you guys want day one flawless software, or do you want like software that's manageable but allows you to use it ahead of time so you can kind of at least get a feel of what's to come? Let us know.
Either way, I think the pre-order Jesus fuck. I think the early access shit is just like out of hand. Like give us demos. Give people back demos, Let it go off that, and then I don't know.
Now, I think a good example we could probably use here is Frat Punk. One of the things I mentioned in the last episode was that as a play test, early access, whatever it is you want to call it, Frat Punk's it's not fully complete, it's not a fully released game. That game had so many features and so many things that you could do in that game as an unreleased game. Like it had, like, there were multiple times where I don't know. I wish you were in the Discord with me. I was basically just throating this game because I'm like, bro, like you can do this, you can do that. It has this feature, has that feature. Like, what the hell? Like this is an early release game. Like, how does it have all of this stuff that you can do in the game and it's not even fully launched yet?
It looked good.
Now, of course, there's always going to be bad examples, man. Like it's just something you can't avoid. There's always going to be terrible examples. I mean, PUBG is probably one of the worst early access games in the history of gaming. In the history of gaming,
I'm pretty sure that's where it all started. Honestly,
I mean, low key, bro. That game was terrible at times. You would land, try to open a door, you'd be smashing the E button, and then the door would open like 3 seconds later, like, hey, what's up? Come on in. Like, brother, I've been smashing E this whole time. It was one of the worst by far. But it's still like a pretty beloved game in other countries.
In other countries. Caveat.
Asian countries love PUBG. So I mean, I don't know, man. There's always gonna be bad examples. And granted, you're right. Like, we have been. It's not to say that we haven't complained, because the Lord knows I have. But we've just kind of learned to just, you know what? I've stopped getting turned on by the idea of early access. And I've started more so thinking about, like, all right, you say it's an early access game. I want to see gameplay. Like, before I even consider downloading this, I want to see gameplay. I want to see some sort of interview with someone talking about the game. Like, I'm no longer on the hype train. Early access hype. I'm no longer on that train. I'm like, you show me something good, and then I'll be listening.
Well,
so I mean,
that's the thing. It's like with the whole pre-order era, everybody's a big chunk of gamers are still going to be on the early access train. So it's like a lot of people are going to start again complaining about, oh my god, this isn't a finished game. It's an early access. Like, no shit, dude. Like, why are you still buying into it if you know it's not going to be fucking finished? If you're like, you're not going into an early access game to like feed information to the developers and be a fucking glorified beta tester, like, why are you complaining?
Yeah, that is very true. That's a very good point. The people who like scream and soapbox over early access game being imperfect, like, bitch, that's the fucking point. Like, why are you?
Yeah, like,
what are you doing, brother?
Like all over the PAX Day Discord. Like, there's desync issues. Combat is fucking dog shit. There's still glitches. Fucking people are losing equipment and they're complaining about it. Like,
yeah,
bro, you signed up for this.
You signed up for this, man.
not only did you sign up for it, but you paid $40 to $100 for this shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, man. That is the one thing where I'm just like, whenever you guys are done, you let me know, because you're not really getting the point. I don't know. There's definitely going to be people who forget the purpose of the early access tests. Yeah, man, it's just one of those things, unfortunately.
Well, I get it. Again, it's everything about it is like a double-edged sword, because you want to get hyped up about a game, and oh my god, it's out in early access, I can actually touch it now. But then you get fucking insanely discouraged about that game you were hyped up for because it's not ready and it's not finished, and therefore, like, 9 times out of 10, you're probably disinterested in the fucking game by the time it actually releases.
Yeah. This is true. Perspective is everything. And, it's something that a lot of people lack. Is you got to go into it knowing what to expect. I mean, I like it whenever I go to a Discord for like a new early access game, and the community manager or developer says really clearly, guys, there are bugs, lots of them. As opposed to like, yeah, try our perfect game out. You guys are gonna love it, I promise. And then and then you end up hating it.
Not 9 times out of 10, I'm in those fucking discords and like shooting them information like this is broken, this shit sucks, blah 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 blah. You should change this. Like, be active if you're gonna be playing early access. Like that's all they ask for.
Yeah, I agree.
It'll save you sanity. It'll save them sanity. It'll save everybody else sanity because you're, unlike. No. I was gonna. I'm not gonna go into that. But your opinion matters when it comes to early access. Let's put it that way.
You about to say some wild shit, weren't you?
I was about to say some stupid wild shit. We're just not gonna touch that. Anyways.
Like everyone has a voice, except what? Never mind.
Except in democracy. I said it.
You're about to say some wild shit.
Anyways, multiverse. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking fire.
Yeah. I mean, if you, I don't know if you want to mention what we're doing now, or I don't mind. I'll do it. Yeah. So for those who like platform fighters, we started doing multiverses tournaments in the Cracked Media Discord. We've done 2 weeks of tournaments, or basically every Friday, about like 7 or 8 p.m. PDT. Just head to the events channel. You can see what the fuck going on. So yeah, we've done 2 weeks now, and was the first week the man won as Tom and Jerry, and yesterday, or not yesterday, but 2 days ago, Rolling for Me, aka Rannon, the homie, won as Bugs Bunny.
Bro, those were some fucking hype matches. What the fuck?
Crazy man. Like, so for those who understand how like double elimination, or don't understand how double elim works, you have like a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. And if you're in the loser's bracket, you play like a loser's finals, which then gets you to the grand finals to play whoever won in the winner's bracket. So Rannon made it through loser's bracket to the winner's bracket. And in order for him to win, since he's coming from the loser's bracket, he had to win 2 sets. Whereas the man who won the winner's bracket only needed to win 1 set. So Rannon ended up taking him, winning the first set, going into the second set, all the way to the 5th match. They both had 2 stocks. So it was literally just last life. Whoever wins this life wins the tournament. Everyone in the Discord was just like pulling hair out. Just it was like, who's gonna win? We had no idea. But Rannon ended up taking it. It was really good.
This man had to play fucking 9 games straight for his fucking dub, dude.
And he had to go through like Modeled, who was playing the most annoying rain dog I've ever seen. Like the most annoying rain dog. I mean, dude literally just sits in the corner like fireball, throwing all the projectiles at you, and the second you get closer, we just go to the other side. Like, oh man, I was so mad playing against him. Like it was, that was doing something special to me.
Honestly, when Randy found out there was $50 on the line, I thought he was gonna switch to Shaggy, dude.
Yeah, we're just play Shaggy.
I thought he was gonna pull him out, dude, but he fucking, goddamn, dude, that save.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny too. That I do remember that moment where it was like the last match, and we were like, "Damn!" It's like I forgot who brought it up, or someone mentioned something about there being 50 on the line, and Brandon was like, "Wait, there's 50 on the line? Oh no, I'm gonna turn up." Like, wait, you didn't know this whole time?
I'm telling you, dude. Man. Nobody reads, man. Nobody reads.
Yeah, man. You would think. So yeah, maybe that's the other thing to mention for those who do play multiverses. Whether you're in the chat or on YouTube, there's 50 on the line. So come get some money.
Soon to be more.
Soon to be more. Yeah. And now that they've added spectator, to Multiverses. We can do it on stream, brother. Oh, it's so fun. You know what we were doing before? Whenever we wanted to spectate 1v1s, either you would stream in Discord or we would do a free for all. Would put 4 people or 3 people in there, and then the 2 people who weren't playing would just sit on that like the edge of the map and try not to get hit. That's what we were literally doing, bro.
I was thinking this streaming Discord thing, but I was like, some people's computers aren't good enough, and they're gonna complain about frame drops and shit. Yeah, and I just didn't want to mess with that. But
no, you're smart. You're smart for that.
Spectator mode.
Spectator mode is here. It is finally in the game, which is what we needed.
So yeah, I'm gonna dude, I think I need to redo all the events in the fucking Discord right now because something's just going on. They're not like starting when they're supposed to, and then it says like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to start, but here's the next date, and then we're gonna forget to start it again. Like I don't understand what's going on, so I might have to just redo all that. But everybody be on the lookout for those new events. We're gonna start slowly moving everything to Smash GG, so you may have to actually register.
Isn't it start.gg?
Start.gg, yeah.
It's a Smash.
Oh, did I? Because there is a Smash GG too.
True.
But yeah, so we're just gonna have to slowly get everybody registered. It should be a little more robust. Everybody should be able to report their own scores, and then either starting, depending on if Mike wants to do it or not, we could start streaming either this week or next week.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm free this week, so
for sure.
I can knock it out. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to stream from. Well, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I can throw you a stream key or some shit.
Yeah, or
hell yeah,
cool, man. But yeah, man, I'm having fun. I mean, I've never been someone who played a lot of fighting games, nor am I someone who I think is. I'm definitely not good at fighting games. I'm actually really bad at them. So the fact that I can play, Multiverses and feel somewhat decent is kind of nice.
I mean, that's kind of what I want to get going. As far as just like all around tournaments, like I want a lot of people do want to compete in tournaments, but it's like they obviously can't compete against amateur and pro teams. Like I want there to be that kind of like level of, entry community tournaments, amateur tournaments, pro tournaments, etc., etc. Like
hell yeah.
Everybody deserves to play games and make money, honestly.
Yeah, and have fun while doing it,
getting that shit.
I mean, and of course, like the more money that ends up being on the line, the more sweaty it's going to get. So eventually, that gap is going to get a little bit too wide, just a little bit.
I think there is. I need to look into. I used to use a website where players could actually like actively donate into the pool, like not some weird like PayPal link kind of thing, like, oh, I don't know if this dude's gonna scam me or whatever, but it's actually like a website where it shows you like this donation is going into the pool, into the prize pool. I just need to remember what it was.
Okay.
But
no, that's cool. I like that. Because you're right. Like sometimes you'll say this is for one thing, they say this is for operational costs. What the fuck does that mean, huh?
Yeah.
Well, how do you define operational costs, sir?
There's just been so many, there's just been so much going around. It fucking, yeah, I swear this is going in the prize pool, and then you don't see that fucking dude for God knows how long. They just fucking disappear from the fucking internet. Like, bro, what?
I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened.
Bro, I can. There's been multiple times. Fucking, it's bad. It's bad. But we're here to bring the trust back.
We're here to bring the trust back.
Yeah.
To the video game.
The video game industry.
You sound like Ronald Reagan, dog. I don't know, man. This might be a problem.
Democracy.
I'm not a crook. I'd love to see some more people. I think we had, what was it, like 8 people that were an attorney?
I think 7 total we had in that last one.
Okay, 7.
Honestly, the more consistent we get, once we get to at least like 16 people, I'll start fucking throwing in more of my own money.
Yeah.
And then eventually when we do have stuff to like sell through Cracked Media and something that's actually viable that you guys would actually want, other than like a shitty fucking t-shirt that nobody's gonna fucking buy that's obviously just for money generation. Like I'm 100% willing to put a portion of all those sales into tournament prize pools as well. So they'll serve a purpose other than, just going into the Cracked Media pocket, for lack of a better term.
Heck yeah. Love that.
Ronald Reagan made Star Wars.
Ronald Reagan made Star Wars.
Imagine, dude.
Oh gosh. So
speaking of which, Acolyte getting spicy, dude.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, the Acolyte series. The new Star Wars series from Disney.
Oh, I haven't been watching it.
Oh, it's getting fucking spicy, dude.
Is it animated or
no? It's live action.
Oh, hold on, I'm bugging him,
bro. It's good. There's two episodes left. A lot of conspiracy theories going on.
Ooh, we like that.
People theorizing shit. People coming in from, because it's 100 years before like the rise of the Republic, pretty much. So it's pretty much, if you're a Star Wars nerd, you're gonna fucking either tear your hair out or just be like theorizing some like wild fucking shit. No, it's so bad, brother. What do you mean? It's good. It's good. If you're not a super fucking Star Wars lore nerd, it's good. If you're dissecting every little fucking detail,
oh yeah,
it could be a little on the offside. But I mean, I see what they're trying to do lore wise. It's just, when it comes to piecing everything together lore wise, they're kind of slow about it and constantly putting out cliffhangers, which I think pisses a lot of people off. That's my problem. I'm a Star Wars nerd. There you go. Exactly.
Honestly, bro, it's not just Star Wars nerds. Like, listen, that's animated nerds too. Like the second I hear someone say I read the manga before I watched the show, I'm like, oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Like every time, it never fails. But it is what it is, though. You gotta have the purists. The purists keep the producers and the directors honest, or at least they should keep them honest, so
there's a lot of theories going on. I think it's the finale is gonna be either really fucking good or it's just gonna fucking piss everybody off. What are the ratings right now on that quiet? If I could even
I mean, so when it comes to the lore, I think that whenever people who really, really, really know the lore, like through and through, watch, some sort of remake or like a rendition of something, start by just talking about like just the production itself, right? Hey, it was produced really well. Whoever directed it, like they The visuals are nice, the acting is solid. Let's when we're giving feedback about something, we need to learn how to give, just constructive criticism. Always start with the things that you enjoyed about it. And unless it's just an utter piece of shit, you had to enjoy something. So you start there, say, yeah, they did these things well. Now, that being said, could have done a better job with the lore. I feel like they definitely left some important things out, but it's still, if you're not if you're a Star Wars fan, whether you're a stan or just someone who likes to, watch the movies, give it a watch, let us know what you think. And then go from there. As opposed to like, don't watch it, it's shit. They didn't follow anything, and the other people watching are like, well, I think it was pretty cool. And, it just, I don't know, just a bad way to review things.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. Is like, again, going back to early access games and stuff nowadays. Like it's more important nowadays to form your own opinion than follow somebody else's.
Sure.
And again, if you don't like it, fucking you don't like it. Is fucking like the review systems, again, like early access fucking bug systems, like they're there for honesty, post your honest reviews somewhere, give fucking bug reports, tell them what's wrong, tell them what they can work on. Like that's the only way shit's gonna fucking get better.
Yeah.
Even the casino scene from episode 8. Casino scene. Oh, Casio scene? Oh, wait, what?
Well, the comment before also says the casino scene.
The casino scene. What was the casino scene? In Acolyte? The Halo series is weird.
So we're not saying that you should not follow the lore. We're saying, like, for example, man, in the Last of Us series, they didn't follow the lore 100%, right? Like there are some things that they tweaked with, in the series itself. But it's still a damn good series, nonetheless. And that's the point. Like, sure, they didn't follow everything 100% to the note, to the letter, actually, but was it a good show overall? Yes or no? I think, I mean, anyone who played both Last of Us 1 and 2 will say it's pretty fucking good. I mean, and any time that they kind of went off of the rails with the lore, I immediately noticed, like, that didn't happen in the game. But then I would sit back and say, is it at least good though? And as opposed to punch my monitor and just like turn it off. It's like, all right, sure they didn't follow it the way that I expected them to, but was it like, could I still digest it? Yes or no? And just, go on with that, right? Yeah.
From the episode 8 movie. Yeah. It was I don't know. I honestly, when it came to the last 2 Star Wars movies, I definitely wasn't a huge fan. Not gonna lie, but I mean they're movies. Like that's the thing. A lot of people gotta like. As much as we hate it, as much as changing a canon story really fucking sucks, it doesn't like. I'm not saying it has to be done, but there's a difference between movie watchers, TV show watchers, book readers, and gamers. They're all there for different fucking things. And if you don't cater to that audience, you're probably losing money.
It's fair. That's fair. A book reader may want to digest something this way, but a movie watcher would want to digest it differently.
Yeah. And even all I know is old. Just imagine and then oh my god. What up, Dogma? Fucking I was actually talking to, and we kind of just like it's already been like 45 minutes and we haven't even touched the showcase. But I was gonna finish with Chatter actually brought this up to me, like why basically her question boiled down to why do book readers not prefer movies and why do moviegoers not prefer books? It's like because one's basically drawing off of your own imagination, and the other one's there in front of you, and you just take it at face value. And those are two completely separate people that enjoy that. Some people enjoy drawing their own fucking thing in their brain. Everything, everything's drawn for them in their brain. And then there's those people who just want to chillax and, hey, here's a good movie. I'm taking everything at face value. If it sucks, it sucks. There's I think her main question, if I remember correctly, is why do moviegoers not prefer the books? And it's like, because they don't enjoy that imagination part of creating their own scenery. Sure. I guess you can say.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
I never actually thought of that before. That totally makes sense though.
Yeah, exactly. And then again, that's the whole, like, the Harry Potter movies don't fucking follow the books to the T. The fucking Game of Thrones show doesn't follow the books to the T. The Halo show isn't going to follow the books to a T. Like, everything's going to be adapted differently to the audience that it's supposed to be meant for, pretty much.
Sure. We just gotta be there to. I mean, it's still important to keep them honest. Always, it's always going to be important to keep directors and anyone who's working on something honest, because it is possible to completely butcher the lore, right? That's always possible, but
yeah. Well,
yeah, I just think we shouldn't lean towards rage. We should take a second to think about it. Like, wait a minute, before I respond, like, what did I just see? Like, was this good at all?
Yeah, it's again, everything's just taken a little differently. Again, back to the Halo example, is like, sure, there's a lot of differences when it comes to the show that aren't quote unquote lore accurate to the books, but it's like they have to adapt things to their audience. Like Master Chief taking off his fucking helmet, everybody losing their fucking mind. But you know what? Putting that character on screen without a face is like, it's not detrimental to the series, but everybody, if they're watching an actor, they want to see the face of that actor, And of course, that actor wants to be fucking seen. Like,
yeah. I mean, if there were ever an Overwatch movie, would Reaper take it? Well, technically, I think you actually do see Reaper's face though, because there is a skin where it does show his face. So never mind. They already exposed him. Never mind. Damn it, I was onto something there for a second.
Get wrecked.
Yeah. Omen from Valorant, though. I mean, we could talk about that, brothers.
That would be. Imagine a Valorant movie.
I feel like it's gonna happen. I mean, there are a lot of games with some really good fucking lore. Like you kind of got to at this point. I'm still waiting for that Metal Gear Solid movie.
Call it Arcane 2. Jesus Christ.
Arcane 2.
What was kind of sad? Thought it was Chef Gordon Ramsay on the outfit. Oh my god, imagine. Anyways, we're here to talk about new games.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the topic that we were on last week, right? Not last episode. I keep saying last week as if this is happening once a week. But anyways,
bro, don't tempt me, dude. We'll make this weekly. Don't fucking.
like, I mean, the tournaments are already weekly as it is.
Yeah,
which I like. I'll be there. Really quick, actually, if you don't mind, there is one thing that's happening right now, which is kind of different. Like we've got the Olympics happening, Go Team USA, men's basketball. We're gonna screw Noah Lyles. I just had to say that really quick. For those who don't know, if you don't know who Noah Lyles is, he was a guy who like won some like racing qualifier for the US last year. It was like the NBA finals is over and they're saying they're the world champions. World champions of what? They're the champions of the United States. And now you just assemble the fucking Avengers who are going to the Olympics. Like, oh, okay. So you're saying the US isn't good at basketball? Got you. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see what the hell we do just this year, because that just annoyed the hell out of me. But there's the Esports World Cup. And I like this because with the Esports World Cup, they're doing something that I've never seen before. So for any given category, whoever wins like first place for something, we'll say Valorant, that winning team can take 3 teams that they defeated and put those 3 teams medallions on their grand trophy. Was just basically just like a way to just to talk shit. Like, yeah, like we beat these guys. And I've never seen anything like that before, but I love it. Because it's just opening up the floor for just more toxicity, which I mean, sometimes it's necessary when you're trying to grow something. So yeah, man, I'm really excited to see how this whole World Cup situation unfolded. I don't know if you've been paying any attention at all.
Oh, dude, I paid way too much attention, dude. It's kind of the thing that pissed me off last week.
That's right. We did have this talk.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, it's a good idea. I like it. I hope honestly everybody comes together for it. Like it's a really unique idea, especially with the trophy system.
Yeah.
I just, from a business perspective, it hurts my fucking soul to see how much money is possibly going to be in the negative for that. And it's for those who don't know, it's pretty much Saudi funded. So like we all know they have fucking shitloads of fucking money. Not only that they probably don't care that they're fucking losing a lot of money on this, which is the big reason why it's happening. But like they secured a bunch of sponsors. They did their work. They're getting at least a portion of their money back for sure. But I'm just like the first couple of days I was looking at the viewership, and it's, I don't know. I just hope the viewership rises in order to make it keep happening,
I mean, and it was the first go, right?
Well, it was the first couple of days, like because the one thing they do, of course, is they spread it out across different channels for different, different languages and all that too. So like the first couple of days across like all the channels, you would see maybe a total of 100K to 150K people per event. But with that said, I did look at League today on Twitter. On Twitter alone, there were at least like 500,000 people watching just on Twitter. So it's like I hope they're making. My biggest concern is I hope they're making enough money back to keep this going. It is a good thing for the industry. As much as I wanted to do it myself, as unrealistic as that is, like fucking coming into the industry like 10 fucking years ago, when I'm pretty sure this is ESL basically heading this, who's, as a lot of us know, has been around fucking 15, 20 years doing tournaments since God knows when, since fucking the birth of fucking Team Liquid. So like, I really do hope that they keeps going, that it's going to be that, the investors either say, fuck it, I don't care that we're losing money, or they get to that even amount. Because again, like Juice was mentioning, the the toxicity that is there. The fucking tournament kind of thing is it's really interesting. So basically when you win an event, you get this golden triangle for either yourself or your team, whoever you're representing, which this golden triangle can basically be inserted into the actual trophy for the event if you win. And then again, you can choose up to 3 teams to crush their little trophy things and put it in resin into your championship trophy. And then the rest of the players are basically immortalized in this big monument that's going to basically be like the outside of this triangle thing that's going to be set in stone, going basically, through the stone, immortalizing the teams that won. And then there's going to be a bunch of crushed fucking little triangles that you get for winning or losing, just for participating, whatever it is. And that's also going to be encased in resin at the bottom of the monument. So not only do the trophy goers have some kind of, oh yeah, we won this, and this is the 3 teams we fucking shit on, and now they fucking know it forever. And then there's going to be a whole fucking monument in, I think they said somewhere in Saudi Arabia, of course, that's going to have the rest of the competition pretty much. So it's a good idea. I like where it's going. I just hope it's enough to continue,
Yeah. I love it, man. I would love to see something like that continue as well. It's what that spirit of competition, the storylines, that's what keeps these things interesting. That's what keeps people watching at the end of the day. Whether you like it or not, gotta have a little bit of shit talking going on. Can't always be like super cute about, yeah, congratulations guys. You crushed us, but you deserve it. No, bro. It's gotta be a little bit of that tension. It's what makes headlines. So keep it up, Saudi Arabia.
Respectful shit talk.
Yeah. Now I'm also thinking too. You're right. Like the viewership, it'll be nice to see it increase as well. And I'm sure that what probably needs to happen is the other. I don't know what this looks like, but whether it's the game itself, the company that's making the game, or whoever's putting on tournaments, find some way to partner up with ESL to get a little bit more awareness, man. That'd be awesome.
Real quick, going back to the whole going back to the TV show thing, Acolyte and Halo. Like, if anybody wants to do TV show reviews, that would be great.
Ooh,
totally here.
Yeah,
TV show, movies, whatever the fuck you want. We'll make a podcast out of it.
New idea moment. I like that.
It's I'm telling you, if you have an opinion on the internet, content can be made.
Hell yeah. New ideas. I like it.
Well, I'm binging shows now. There you go. Let's go, dude.
I know we also flirted with the idea of anime last week as well. If there are any like really big anime fans.
Anime, music, fucking goddamn tech reviews. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck, bro.
All that shit.
Or
tech reviews would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
tech reviews would be cool. That's something I can get behind for sure.
I definitely need to start paying attention to more tech stuff nowadays. Last thing I bought was no, I'm not gonna get into that because we're just gonna fucking go down another road. Jesus Christ.
What's our time looking like? Where are we at right now? We're already at hour 4?
About an hour, yeah.
Yeah, or about an hour 2, yeah. That's not.
I mean, we could real quickly go through the list. Like, I encourage
Yeah.
you guys, if you guys haven't seen the Xbox showcase or the Game Awards showcase, check it out on YouTube. There are some pretty good trailers. Gears of War is coming back. Fable dropped another trailer. That was pretty dope. There's a new Dragon Age coming out. Sea of Thieves is coming out, season 13. Um, what else? Um, New Perfect Dark.
That'll be interesting, man. I know a lot of people who are like fans of fans of that.
There's also
those
BH3.
games.
What's BH3? Oh, Beverly Hills. Duh. Anyways, there's the Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Wait, really quick. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
That's the new one. The Japanese.
This shit's gonna be fire, I think. I feel like Assassin's Creed has been okay. Like I played Mirage and I enjoyed it. But I think Shadows is gonna be really good.
I think it's interesting that they're going with a two character perspective to where, hey, I want to choose this character to focus on combat and just brute force the way into things, or I want to choose this other character and actually be stealthy as fuck and go that route.
And it goes along with like their code as well, because Yasuke is a samurai and samurais are, but their code is you never, like, you don't, you always fight your opponent face to face. If you're gonna take someone's life, you look them in the eye when you do it. Whereas shinobi are like, hell no, you never gonna know I was here. See you later. Which is what the other characters for, right? So I do like how they're going about it. And if you've played Ghost of Tsushima, you know that, like, that story, a part of what made um the story interesting was that, like, Jin Sakai is a samurai, but he learns how to become like a Ronin or a ninja in a sense, right? So it messes with his dynamic with his uncle Lord Shimura. So it's cool that with Assassin's Creed Shadows, are like, no, these two characters, they're gonna be who they are, but you can switch between both of them at different points. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I'm a
They've
fan
been
of that.
doing two characters since Syndicate, really. See, that shows how much I've been playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I think it's Syndicate. You could switch between multiple. I mean, in Mirage, you don't switch between characters though. At least I don't recall. So far, I've been using the same character. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool concept nonetheless. There was something that Mutech mentioned, going back to early release as well. For certain pre-order games. Oh yeah, how do you feel about 3-day early access? 3-day early access, like, what do you mean, like something that's released 3 days early? Like three days before it's supposed to, before
Or
okay,
like,
English before it's supposed to release. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that. I'm not necessarily against it. If someone pre-orders it and they want to play it early.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like a different aspect to where if you're doing like for lack of a better term, like a paywall to get access to the full game 3 days before it officially releases, like, I think that's a lot different because that's like I'm paying to play the game earlier than everybody else, whereas the generalized early access era right now is I'm playing the game earlier than everybody else, but it's not going to be finished. So I think that's kind of where that
Yeah.
dichotomy comes from on that end.
Yeah. They're two slightly different subjects or situations.
Yeah, because like if
Yeah.
you're, I feel like it's okay and it's going in the right direction as far as being better than the pre-order era if you're paying. Again, I want to play the game a couple days before full release, before everybody else gets on. It's
Yeah.
not, hey, I'm a glorified fucking beta tester. The game's not finished, and it might be another Star Citizen and never actually fucking release. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And something like that also benefits streamers, right? Like the people who want to say, "Oh, look, I got access to the game, the fully released game early. Come to my stream." I can generate views
Mhm.
for streamers too. So I feel like it's a kind of a positive for that.
Yeah. Hey, the fighting game's
I
not
don't see
going
anything.
down for you. Yeah, I feel like a lot of fighting games should start coming out or still come out with like a core set of people, and then like every now and then, here's a new person. Like I feel like a new fighter should be free in fighting games. Like the one of the big things that threw me off about multiverses is not everybody was free. Like they wanted you to buy new characters, and it's like, how are you going to make a fighting game with a limited number of usable characters? This isn't it's not like it's League of Legends, there's like they have a free week kind of thing. That it kind of makes sense. You try out new characters, whatever. But it's a fighting game. Like if you have two free to play players who only have 5 characters each that obviously don't have the money to buy any other characters, it's like they're it's a limited game experience, you know.
I've never actually considered that. I don't know. Me personally, I can't say I have any feelings towards the situation, whether negative or good. It's usually if I want to buy a character, I kind of just play him in training really quick. See, like, all right, is this person cool or is this person ass? And then if I like him, I buy him. Otherwise, I never. Not to mention the broken characters in the game. I tell you what would have made a difference is if the broken characters were behind the paywall. Like that's something that I'm sure people would have quickly noticed. Like, okay, I've got to buy this guy right now because if I don't, I'm just gonna get destroyed in every match, and it's not gonna be fun. Um, true, true. I didn't even think about that. Gundam definitely was one of those games.
That's the
Yeah, it's
definition
a
of
fair
pay to
point.
win.
True. It's a fair point to consider though.
I think it's a weird, I don't know, there's just so many weird politics when it comes to that kind of like uh, you know obviously if you're releasing a free to play game you're not making money, but there's that sense of, if the game's good, why would you not put money into it? But
Yeah.
then there are games out there where the microtransactions are obviously fucking excessive as shit, and it's like are you trying to like milk money out of people, or are you trying to say, hey, if you like my game, purchase this transaction to kind of like help us fund more stuff? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the industry has to get into that kind of medium to, again, where it's the difference between supporting a game and just milking players' money because microtransactions.
Microtransaction. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If I ever make a game, telling you right now, it's gonna be free to play.
That would be
And
like,
it's gonna be some goddamn microtransactions in that bitch. I'm telling you right now. I don't know what kind of game it's gonna be, but it's gonna be some microtransactions in that bitch. I'm sorry. I mean, now, I do disagree. I'm not a fan of pay to win for sure. Like, you definitely, I do not want players to feel like you got to spend money in order to get good. But it's gonna be some microtransactions in that bitch. It's gonna be they'll likely be all aesthetic. Just keep it like that.
yeah.
But
Aesthetic stuff is obviously fine. I'm not gonna lie, like we're probably one of the first games Cracked Meter releases is probably going to be a mobile game, which is not gonna be riddled with microtransactions, but it's like it's a mobile game.
It's a game.
It kind of has to be that way. But that'll
It's the recipe.
That'll just allow us to fund games where we don't have to fucking put in microtransactions, right? So it's like, even though Helldivers fell off now, that's where they went very little. Yeah, exactly. There weren't a lot of microtransactions in Helldivers, huh?
Yeah, I don't even think microtransactions would have saved Helldivers, to be honest.
No, no, but I think that's what he's saying is like the fact that there weren't any is what made that game so popular to an extent.
that didn't age well, I guess.
No, that was just bad fucking decisions by product.
You gotta consider replay value as well. If they put a dope ass PvP in that game, which I think they can definitely do. It's third person, but you can do it. I feel like it might come back.
Maybe, I don't know. I think Sony kind of like fucking slice the fucking game in half after that little debacle. Which again
fell off when they nerfed everything.
Which again is a whole nother debate in itself. Which we never seem to have time for because we fucking talk about way too much shit.
It's okay. It's all right.
Taylor Swift increasing female audience for NFL. That I can see.
Oh, 100% she did. 100%. All right. We digress, though.
It was fun. Episode 28.
I wish.
Definitely gonna have to come up with another name for this because we didn't really talk about titles, but it should be on YouTube this Wednesday. If you're not already in the Discord, of course, pop in there. Multiverse tournament this Friday. Side quest next week. We're gonna be trying to do a lot more shit. And expand on different. I do want to expand into different games and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I just don't know what everybody would play. Everybody's kind of just on their own. There's a lot of games coming out right now. A lot of, especially like beta access titles too, and everybody's just kind of on their own hype right now. But we'll figure it out. Multiverse coming at you. Join the Discord. We will see you guys. Oh my god, wrong button. 2 weeks
on the 21st.
Oh yeah, wait, what is that?
21st, 14 days.
Oh, yeah. XP share 21st, side quest 17th. See you guys on that one.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Peace.
Deuces.